In previous episodes, we talked about Scrum as a framework and about the role of the Scrum Master. We also discussed that the framework and the role of Scrum Master doesn't fix the teams, that it exposes problems early. Today, I want to zoom in another critical role in Scrum, the product owner. And I want to share my own reflections on what this role truly means in practice. I'm Greg Miścichowski, and this is the Uncover Leadership Podcast. For over 15 years, I've been leading teams, and my mission is simple: to share my experience so you can grow on your own leadership journey. Each episode, I'll bring you some practical tips, real-world insights, and lessons from my path to help guide yours. So listen in. Let's uncover leadership together. If the Scrum Master helps expose problems, then in my eyes, product owner's role is to define what truly matters. The product owner defines value. They should help the team understand what is important and why it matters. When the product owner role, the person that role is weak, the team's often gonna work incredibly hard. They might be super skilled, motivated, and committed, but they will end up working on the wrong things. They're gonna go different directions. That's why clarity is so important. But let's start with some common misconceptions. What the product owner should not be. And person that role is not just a backlog administrator. They own the backlog, but they don't have to do everything themselves. The product owner should not be a tech lead that's going to know how to define technical stories. I often use this analogy. Owning a parking lot doesn't mean you park every car. It means you ensure the lot is organized, accessible, and used properly. The product owner should always know what's in the backlog, how items connect, when stories represent real value, and whether priorities make sense. They work closely with Scrum Master, but their primary responsibility is to ensure the work being done delivers business value. Now, the product owner is also not just a messenger. They shouldn't simply pass questions back and forth between the business and the team. They must build that strong relationship between the stakeholders and the team and themselves. They need to understand what matters to the business and bring that concept directly to the team. They're not just there to write Jira or Rally or any other tool stories. In fact, I strongly believe that technical stories should be written by the team because the team understands the work best. If every question has to go through the product owner, that role becomes a bottleneck. And most importantly, the product owner is not a project manager and not a yes person who agrees to everything the business asks. They are a connector between the business and the team. I've worked with some excellent product owners who started as a business analyst. They already had strong relationship with the business. What changed was their mindset. They stopped acting as intermediaries and started enabling direct collaboration. That shift alone can completely change how a team operates. So by now you should understand that the product owner's responsibilities go far beyond managing a backlog. The real responsibility is to define and communicate priorities. One of the hardest parts of this role is focus. When everything is labeled as important, nothing truly is. Teams become confused, deliver slowly down, and the value arrives later than it should. A strong product owners makes trade-offs. They negotiate with stakeholders. They say things like, there are 2 items that are important, but to stay focused, we'll finish this one first, then move to the next one. Will it work for you? That kind of clarity gonna build trust with the team and it's going to strengthen collaboration between the team and the business. Sometimes for the product owner, it might be hard to say no. But you need to remember, if you want to step into that role, you're not going to say no forever, but you need to address it not right now. When you're going to know that the capacity for the team in an upcoming sprint is full, you should address it with the business. You need to tell them that realistically, we cannot deliver more. If this is true priority, you need to let us know what we can deprioritize and push it to the next one. That will protect the team, help keep the focus on the true goal, and also build that great relationship with all of the team members, because you're going to show them that you truly value their work and you want to protect them from overworking. And all of that leads directly to something I mentioned in the last episode, to the one goal. And I received a great comment asking, why one goal? In my mind, that one goal doesn't mean only one thing. It means to focus on that one direction for the team. And it means basically alignment. It means the team works in the same direction as a one unit. They should not chase multiple conflicting priorities. And that's why I strongly believe in one backlog per team. And at scale, I want to make sure that you have one visible backlog for the train if you're working in a safe framework. Everyone should see the priorities. The teams should be able to filter what applies to them, and the direction should be clear for everyone, if it's one team or multiple. A strong product owner doesn't throw work over the wall. They understand what the team is working on, and they work with the team, not against them or aside of them. They bring stakeholders into the demos to establish connections with the team and the stakeholders. They encourage early feedback. They stay present. And to do this well, product owners need authority and a very strong leadership mindset. If they don't feel empowered to say no, to challenge priorities, or to negotiate trade-offs, team will struggle. I've had a great opportunity to work with the product owners that came directly from the business. It was in a safe environment where we had a train, and we had business leaders that truly understand the value of close collaboration with IT. And it makes such a massive difference. There is no single perfect background for product owner. What truly matters is the mindset, building trust and willingness to lead through clarity, but not control. So let me leave you with this question. If you are working with a product owner, or you are one, ask yourself, are they making a backlog, or are they or you create focus, alignment, and value? Because when the product ownership is done well, teams don't just deliver more. They deliver the right things together with the product owner. In the next episode, I want to talk more about teams and what it really takes for the teams to own outcomes, not just tasks. Now, if you enjoy this episode or my previous episodes, please follow me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And if you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for listening, and see you next week.